Welcome back to another game. Let's see what we get here. Still no message from Levy, so we'll keep playing games until we hear, okay, B3. Is that Nimzo-Larsen, B3? I mean, I'm sure it's pretty valid, but let's see. So let's play this. We get the bishop outside the chain. This is fine. Yeah, out of theory, it's probably robust enough. Maybe you can just launch some pawns forward, I don't know. So this, I was thinking this. And then force the trade to pick up the bishop pair. Could maybe even play this first and then this. I don't want to have double pawns. Because usually if I play a6, they could retreat back to a4, but obviously they can't because they get their bishop trapped. So the bishop's come here to trade itself. So I suppose they're basically arguing that I've got a bad dark squared bishop. Yep, so it trades itself before I even have to kick it away. Now this seems kind of nice. So now their idea, they've traded the light squared bishop, they should put all their pawns on light squares. Yep, so that makes sense. Kind of like combating this way. I want to play for this long term. Short term, do I go for this diagonal? No, because I think they'll be playing. I think they'll be playing e4. Here. Here. Not quite sure. What's my plan? Do I want to play against this bishop? Like I said, I want to play d5. Or I want to play g6. Kind of like g6 there. It makes my knight kind of weak, but I don't think queen can come here. And the pawn and the knight. Okay, here. I kind of like it on this diagonal, I think. I mean, options of moving the pawn. Occupy a lot of dark squares to reduce the impact of their bishop. So there they can just castle. I think this plan is what I'm going to go for. there in castle. So I don't mind how this has gone. So I've got a bishop pair. I've got doubled c pawns and a isolated a pawn, but this might be one way of getting rid of it. I don't think they're in a position to throw things at me. Also, an idea is just bring my queen up as well, or maybe just straight away with like knight in, queen up, bring in a bishop. You can very quickly launch some kind of attack. Maybe even the bishop might want to come here. Don't know. Feels okay. That's the sensible move, isn't it? Maybe they'll play for f4. Okay, they play for d4. So maybe we should play c5. What happens if I just push? I push e4. d5. A castle first, I think, maybe. So if I go d5, the difficulty is the bishop can come here. If I don't and they play that, no, it's not a threat, is it? It's castle first. Try and play somewhat quick where I can. Yeah, d5 neck for me. It's a bit like a reverse French, kind of. Maybe they'll have to try and break out with this. Okay, so here, takes. Maybe they just leave the tension. But like I say, long term I can get queens up here, get some pressure on. Maybe induce a weakness somewhere. If you have to push one of your pawns forward, that gives me a hook. Like maybe if it's that one, maybe resack. Maybe also the bishop come to a6 and have this nice pin for a while. Okay, so take. We take. So we've got a backwards c pawn, but we've got quite a nice advanced structure. Okay. This bishop's not super active in the game. Could go here. So my thought is on this, I'm going to come back. Just to kind of prod here. And the other idea, I think king take makes some sense. Keep the rook here. Rook takes. Rook takes. I want to go up here and here to provoke this. And once they play g3, the bishop will come up the swing. So expect them to come to pressure my c file. It's interesting. Yep. Simple threat. It's not even a threat really, is it? So I've got the space advantage. The downside of my position is this c pawn. This knight is kind of well placed because it can't be dislodged. You know, I could trade one knight for it. Okay, so they're just coming here to try and pick it up. I can always push it. So there, induce this. Ooh, okay, this goes that way. I wasn't expecting that. Because now it gives me the option to do this. Which I think I would like to do. You have to do this, I can play this, I think. Yeah, can I just play this now? Takes, takes. If takes, takes, I'm going to pick up this other pawn. What else is there? So there. If you move your knight away, you get mated. Yeah, you can't take here because you get mated. Interesting. If you could retreat your knight to there, that would have been a move, but you can't. So I think you're forced to take. Oh, is this? You could take here, can you? It's kind of interesting. so now we're straight into the heart of their pieces. I've got a bishop attacking here. I've got options of this. King up, rook over. This feels good. Still got this lingering weakness on c7. But it's not so easily exploitable. It's going to take them a few moves to come pick it up. And I'm hoping 2 moves gives me more than enough time to come up with a mating threat. Maybe if I had... Okay, so this protects the pawn there. King up and rook over seems like my next kind of ploy. Any reason not to do that? I don't think so. This is a move. No, it's not. Keep going. We're the one with the attacking potential here. Keep some pressure on the clock. There's also potential of bishop here if the knight ever moves, which we can't force. Takes here, takes here. Okay, so I think I just take here, and then rook comes down and we threaten to go around the back. Okay, so it gives me the pawn. Gives me the pawn. But then gets a check square. Or takes there. And then knight there, we drop this pawn. Maybe we go back here. Leave it for now. Yeah, that could be an option. That could be an option. Rook over, this pawn is still hanging. Their pawn structure's in tatters. Maybe I'm looking here. So here, here. No, I can't move the rook because the pawn hangs. Yeah, so that is mate in 1. Yeah. missed the option to pick up the pawn, which maybe I'll regret, but I'm hoping I can get it. I'll be able to win it at some point, even with a long rook lift. Maybe use the bishop as a glorified pawn just to stop the queen from coming in. For a long time we should be better because of this pawn structure. This is kind of like a long-term useful move, threatening a4, stops them from advancing. No, I can slide my rook over there. The idea that on this it forces the trade. The knight, yeah. That wins the pawn. Oh, you can take here a check. Yeah, I missed that. Until it was too late. If I come back, queen there. Yeah, so it's back. Yeah. It's annoying. So now it's just a trade. I think I get back. Yeah. Check there doesn't do anything. Bishop here. Yeah, that's interesting with that and that. No. I think takes. He all starts to fall apart a bit. here. So you can't take the queen. So I'm attacking the rook and the knight, and they can't defend both. To do with the extra tempo that I've given them. Move the knight somewhere. Knight back. Potentially. Missing lots of moves. This is going downhill rapidly. Down 2 pawns now. And my queen's attacked. I don't have this because my queen hangs. Might be resignable. I've got a pass pawn, right. Play fast and loose, see what happens. Bishop here. We push. Need to move the bishop. Bishop here. Thought I was winning a pawn, had the option to win a pawn, I've given away 2 pawns. I have got this past e pawn, maybe I want to do this, and go. Okay, so that's the threat. Or check and pick up the pawn. Rook takes there. This rook is doing nothing. I have to trade it. I want to play down 2 pawns. Hopeless, isn't it? There. Drops there, there. I can't even take back because I get mated. Push. So you just take it and come over here. Don't really get. I think that was a very good move, but I don't think it matters. You know, if I can get it there, and if they have to move their king across, then I get an active rook. Push it, but you can go here. I can this. Yeah, that would probably be the cleanest actually. Maybe go this way. Yeah, I've got two pawns that are causing some mischief. I think this is probably their move. No, because I can push. Maybe this. No. Yeah, there's a bit of hope. this is probably the way. It may have to be here. We shall see. Is there anything other than that? You can't really move this off here, like I say, because I can push. Can't move his king closer because I've still got this threat. So there, rook behind. Now maybe rook there. Okay. And that comes with tempo. That's annoying. Maybe though, like there we just drop back. They pick. There we drop. Okay, now they go there. If I go into this. I think this pawn is my source of potential. Right, because there could be some world where I get there and then I chop here and I play this move. Probably still not enough, is it? And 3 pawns. So maybe just go straight up and down and there, and there, and there. So I'm taking this pawn next. Regardless of what you do. No, you can't take there because I take the check. What do you do? He's picking up here now. Did you get here? Mm-hmm. Push the ball. Takes. These connected passes are going to be a pain. These double pawns are basically blocked off. I'm hoping I can get a position where his rook gets tied into the corner. But we'll see. And if he's playing without a rook, I could maybe gobble up the pawn that's needed. So this is the only move, then this. Then this, right, and his rook's in the corner. Yeah, okay. Check, check. What a move. Check. You take our queen. Let's go. Right. Now can I stop 2 passed pawns and a rook? Wow, this got interesting. Real spicy, real quick. Okay. Check. Move first, think later. If you push, I can grab. Okay, am I now winning? Is this a draw? Where do my pieces want to go? Queen wants to come in here. King wants to come in here. You want to move your rook somewhere accessible without dropping too much. This is quite a useful move to pick up this one. I think the fact that I've still got a pawn could be really important. Even if all of these were to disappear, maybe that's I don't know if that's a draw or not. It's going to come down to who blunders, isn't it? Maybe it's just a draw. Just put a queen there and then maybe get the king. Need to get the queen here. Or else it's no good. Queen there, there. If I have to go there with it blockaded, take the rook takes there. No, he'd be closer to the pawns, and he's got 2 of them, and there's an option to. Ooh. Okay, now we're looking good. Okay, so takes, there, there. No, still nothing. So if I can land my queen here, which I can now. Now I can land my queen here. think that's important. Now if I can get my king here, and that's even better, which I can now, with check, or check. Okay, so now the king's behind the pawn, and I want like a queen here move. Go up and down to maintain control of the pawn. All that. Two threats. It's a very long game. That's one of them. Try and get over. What's the progress here? Now I take here. Ooh, that's a big move. That's a big move. I just need to get my king up towards this pawn and sack my queen if I need to at the right time. You used an engine in the endgame. I did not use an engine in the endgame. I need to cover the rook checking here. That move will do it. Because I want to get my king. I want to get my king here, but protect against this check. That's game over. Wow, how many moves are that? 76, felt like 100 and something. Right, let's dive into this. Felt like we were better, a lot worse, and then somehow managed to win. So this felt comfortable. Taking, it says. It's nearly +1, interesting. Yeah, so I like this idea. Liked it when I pushed the pawn, but it says it's equal. Likes king up. G5. It's interesting. Queen takes, no good. Yeah, I missed the rucksack. Missed there, yeah, +3.5. How did we win from here? Yeah, this A pawn was our only source of counterplay. They had so many ways just to kind of finish me. to activate this other rook was super useful. Here is only +1 now, plus 0.2. Now here we're level. It says push the pawn, no, it says take the pawn. Now we're -2. Yes, because I have this move, yeah. So why is this so winning? Check. There, oh, I pick up the rook. Yeah, so no need, yeah. Okay, so I missed the win there. So you accused me of using an engine, I missed that. And king up here. Why? You push the pawn? Oh, check, pick up, okay. Well, anyway, we saw what happened eventually. We just picked off their pieces and managed to grind it out. Amazing.